Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a really long time since I filmed a YouTube video. I think it might have been, I think the last vlog that I made was my show vlog with Ruby, and that would have been almost 18 months ago now. So a lot has changed in that time. My partner got a new job across the other side of the country. Well, technically I'm still in the same state because in Australia, Western Australia is like massive. You could fit like a lot of Europe into Western Australia. So we have moved. We moved across the country, but we are still in the same state. So we drove about 1,700 kilometers away. It takes about 18 hours to drive. We did it the first time in 2 days, so we stopped in Carnarvon, and then the next day we went through to Port Hedland, which is where we have been living for the past year now. So it's been a really interesting move. It's super hot up here. Even in winter, the weather is amazing. It's like 25, 30 degrees during the day, maybe like 10 degrees at night sometimes, but the summers are brutal. So it gets up to like 47 degrees. So I decided not to bring my horses up here because it is obviously a big trip for them. We did last year during the sort of winter months when they have racing up here. We had 2 race horses. So we had Harry and Sparky up here last year. So that was really excellent. We had a really good season with those 2 horses. Sparky, who I think I actually did put up a video on YouTube of his last gallop that he had before he went to the Port Hedland Cup, which he ran second in, and he won a race and was very competitive all season. And little Harry, he didn't really handle the dirt as much, but he was still such a lovely horse to have up here. So both of them I found equestrian homes for at the end of the season, and they're both going amazing. They're so well loved. So it's been absolutely amazing seeing those 2 horses that were up here in Port Hedland with me last year going so well with their new owners off the track. And this year I have 1 racehorse at the moment. We've got 1. So Peppy has come up, a racehorse to race up here. And then 1 very exciting new addition to my little team, which is Sherbet. So he's a little pony. He sort of came up as a bit of a friend for our racehorse, just to make sure that he had company. And also I thought he would be a really fun project. So up here it's really expensive to keep horses. There is no farriers or anything, so we fly our farrier up to get the horses shod, which for the race horses you can sort of justify because they have a few owners which contribute to the cost of keeping them. But for my own horses, I thought a little pony would be great because he doesn't need shoes, he doesn't eat a huge amount of feed, he's pretty happy just on hay. So I thought he would be nice, kind of, fairly inexpensive little guy to bring up here. And he is super cute. He's still quite green, he's still learning everything, but I just love him. He's such a gorgeous little guy. So Ruby and Jackson actually stayed at home. I did consider leasing Jackson out, but I sort of thought he doesn't mind if he's working or just hanging out. So Mum and Dad needed a horse to keep the paddocks down at home, so he is just chilling at home in Mundajong with them. And Ruby I have some very exciting news about, but I will save that for a future video. So yeah, so we have been living up here for a year now and really enjoying it. It's quite different. But I have put together a little montage of my horsey life in the Pilbara in northwestern Australia. So I will play my little montage and then I will get back to what I'm doing with the horses this year. Hello, darlings. So here I am, I'm the main man, little Sherbet Herbert. So Sherby is a little pony. He's about 12 2, maybe a little, he's only 12 2. So I'm borderline a touch too big to ride him, but little Sherby is still quite new. He has been a pony trots pony for most of his life, so he hasn't seen a lot of the world. He's pretty good though, like he sort of lets you ride him, but he doesn't know a lot, and he does have a little bit of like nervousness and a bit of no in him, but he's pretty good. At the moment I've got a slight problem with tack, so I'm actually riding in a racing pad, a track work pad, because a track work pad is kind of like the particular ones that we use are basically, it's all right little man, good boy, great boy, good boy. So the track work pads that we use are treeless, so they're sort of pretty much like a girth which you can hang stirrup irons off, so they kind of don't really fit or not fit anything. Obviously they're not designed to be ridden like in for long periods of time. Mostly we ride the horses for like maybe half an hour, but because Sherby's so little and I'm probably like almost a bit too big for him, I'm not really riding him for long periods of time anyway. So I have ordered a saddle, which will be the third one I've tried on him, so hopefully this one fits. I've ordered him a pony saddle that with an adjustable gullet, so hopefully it fits him. Also the saddle that I've ordered him has short long girth points, which I find that saddles with short girth points, which a lot of pony saddles have short girth points, are actually harder to fit to. But anyway, we'll see how we go. That is one thing I'll have to say, having horses in a regional setting, it can be quite tricky because you can't just pop into a local tack store or anything. You don't have access to services, so I can't get a saddle fitter. I can't pop into a store and get a trial saddle. So I've pretty much just had to wing it, but hopefully the one that I've got coming will suit, and if not, I am making the pad work. The only thing is, because he's so little, when he does shy, which he can shy a little bit still, so when he does shy, the pad doesn't give you much stability, and he's so tiny, so I actually feel like I'm falling off the whole time. And it's been like the few times where he has thrown in a little pig root or a shy, I've been like almost unseated. So hopefully, I'm hoping that if I can get a properly fitted saddle that gives me a little bit more security, then we'll both benefit from that. But yeah, he's a really cool dude. He's a little Welsh mountain pony, and he is broken into harness, which is pretty fun. And I love him. He's so cute. Yeah, so I kind of got Sherbet with the intention that I would educate him and hopefully make him a bit kid-proof. And if not, I will just enjoy him myself. But there are also little shows in Karratha, which is about 2 hours away, which is probably a pretty thriving little equestrian scene. So hopefully I'll be able to take him to a couple of little shows in Karratha. And I actually got to know a few people in Karratha last year. It's about 2 hours south of here. I judged at a couple of their shows, and then one of my friends, Karen, judged, and I went and penciled for her. So I've gotten to know the little horsey community, and I've actually joined Karratha Pony Club this year. So hopefully me and Sherby will be doing some trips down to the Karratha Pony Club to go to some of their shows and maybe a pony club rally or something like that. I think that being up here in the Pilbara will be super good for Sherbet. He's been to the beach already. He's been trail riding out in the bush. There's so much riding out here. You can basically ride back to Perth if you wanted to. So I intend to trail ride him a lot and school him a little bit, and just give him some tools to be a really good, useful little citizen. Because the thing is, when you're as tiny as Sherbet, you sort of can't rely always on having a big rider. You've got to be really useful. You've got to know enough that you can cart a little kid around. So hopefully that would be the goal with him, that he is such a responsible citizen that he can be a kid's pony one day. But yeah, he's a little cutie. I loves him. So cute. What a little rot. Well, I am going to leave my vlog there, and next time I will introduce you to Mr. Peppy, the racehorse. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.